But my favorite hack of all is actually taking photos upside down. 10 photography tips in 10 seconds. Nah, I'm just kidding, that's impossible. What's up guys, welcome back to my channel, Ika here. As fast as I could, I'm going to share with you how you can take better photos using your phone. Number 1, use your phone grids. Your grids may seem quite annoying at first when you use your phone and take photos. But this is very important and useful. Use your grid lines so you can align your horizons and create a well-balanced photo. Aside from straightening out your image, you can use this for the rule of thirds. So what is the rule of thirds? It's placing your subject or elements in the points of intersection of the lines that you see. You don't always have to follow this rule. A lot of photographers use it, but they break it as well. This is just a guide for you to create a good composition and create a natural feel of the photo. But you can always be creative and break the rules. Tip number 2, decide on your main focus. Have you ever seen a photo where you don't know where to look first? We don't want to clutter our images with unwanted items. Just like the movies and dramas that we watch, there will always be a main character. And in your photos, this is also the same. Just ask yourself, who is your main character? Or what is it you want to focus on? Frame it, capture it, and remove unnecessary clutter. Tip number 3, find your light source. Natural light works really good when you take photos using your phone. And the golden hour says it all. That's the best time for you to take your photos. So what is that? Golden hour is right before the sun sets. So if you want to take photos outside, go and take advantage of the golden hour. But this shouldn't limit you. Of course, it's not always during the golden hour you want to take photos. Embrace any light source that you have. May it be the night lamp, or the neon sign, or even the city lights. And once you have your light source, experiment. You can stand beside it and absorb the colors of the light. Stay in front of it so that you can use it as a backlight, or just even take a good photo of the scenery. Tip number 4, set your focus and exposure. Do a long press on the item or element you want to focus on, and that will lock your focus. And after that, you have to set your exposure. You can slide up to increase the brightness or slide down to decrease it. Although we love a well-lit photo and we usually increase the brightness, I suggest you bring the brightness down. An underexposed photo is actually easier to edit than an overexposed one. Tip number 5, create some breathing space. Like the pandemic right now, you get to step back a bit and give your subject some distance. Don't cramp up your elements in one frame and give them some space. You know, space actually makes your subject or element stand out. And when you're taking portraits, make sure that the direction where your subject is looking at has more space. With the help of your grids and the rule of thirds, place your subject at the points of intersection and then make him look or her look at the direction where there's more space. Just something like this. It creates a natural look. Tip number 6, say goodbye to zooming in. Digital zoom may make our lives easier, but it's not actually the BFF of a clear photo. It makes your photo pixelated and a little blurry. Either you move near the subject or just edit it and crop it. This will preserve the quality of your photo. Tip number 7, be creative with your angle. Most of the time, people just take photos in eye level, like portrait, landscape, and that's it. You would see some memes on the internet that friends would go as low as possible so that they could take better photos. It can be funny, but you gotta do that, guys. You can take photos above or below your subject, or you can tilt your camera in whatever angle you want. It gives a bit more drama, attitude, and story to your photo. But my favorite hack of all is actually taking photos upside down. So I turned my phone camera and go as low as I could, even up to the floor so I could take portraits, take sceneries, or full body shots, and we have a great photo. Tip number 8, look for patterns and lines. Take a better look at your surroundings. Do you see lines, patterns? And I'm not just talking about patterns on a wall, like the prints of the wallpapers. Check if there are any repetitions of colors, lines, objects, shapes, buildings, and whatsoever you see. You might be wearing the same shirt color. Maybe it's fall and you see fallen leaves on the floor. Or you might stumble upon reflections and symmetry. Blend in those patterns, create balance, or break it. Tip number 9, look for a foreground. A leaf, a wall, your curtains, your blinds may seem nothing, but if you add it to your photos, it creates more story and more drama. I love to give my photos a simple blur with some incidentals or objects. Put it in front of your camera, you can hold it up, or you can just stand in front of it, but make sure that your focus is still your subject. We want to create a blur in your foreground. Next time you go on a shoot, look for something that you can frame your subject with. It can be a tree, a wall, a flower, a hole in a wall, and it can be anything that you think is not so pretty or useful. Make broken and unwanted pieces part of your photo and bring them to life. And our last rule, and the most important of all. Are you guys ready? I don't think you are. Tip number 10, clean your lens. We neglect the simple rule of cleaning our cameras. We hold our phones so often and not notice, but we sometimes hold our cameras. We put them inside our pockets or inside our bags and we don't know that it's dirty. We put them on whatever surface we see outside, at home, wherever we go. And we use it while we eat. Come on guys, don't lie to me. We do. So the bottom line, clean your cameras. And so that's it guys. 10 tips for your mobile photography. Take note of this before you click your shutter, and especially tip number 10. Thank you so much for listening, and comment down below what else you want me to talk about, especially for photography, videography, and editing. Don't forget to click subscribe so that you can stay updated. You can follow me on my Instagram account at @ikaawesome and @ikalansang. This has been Ika. See you in my next vlog. Don't give up on me, my light just died, and it's almost the end of the video. I just want to say, this has been Ika. See you in my next vlog. Don't give up on me. Bye guys.